everyone! I've been kind of stressed lately and I decided this week I would explain why. You see, I am kind of a goody two-shoes. I've never really been in trouble with the law or, really even rebelled particularly. I guess I have a misspent youth in that I spent it being good. And yet I find myself in the position where I am waiting to find out if I'm going to end up in court. But no, not as the defendant. Because, like I said, goody two-shoes. One of the things nobody warns you about when you start your own business is that in a normal job where you have a boss and you just go in, do your work, get paid every month and it's all gravy. Gravy? Wow. Is it the 80s? Am I alright? When you run your own business, you are responsible for getting paid. That may sound obvious, but when you do work for a client, they need to pay you. And if they don't, the only person who can make them cough up is you. And so Leslie and I find ourselves in this position where we have a client who has utilised our business for our services. That sounds dodgy. We did a website for them and lots of social media. And they currently owe us quite a lot of money, not far off $2,000. And they've decided not to pay us. I mean, not because the work was bad. They've said the work was good. They just have decided not to pay for it. Now, I've talked on this channel before about the fact that I am not a wealthy woman, and Leslie is very much the same. We are not rich. We run this business and the money we make from it, we need. So we can't afford to just be like, never mind. And the thing is, when someone owes you a lot of money and you're very politely being like, hey, have you thought about paying? And you're met with a wall of silence, it is almost as frustrating as when the person who owes you the money goes, don't worry, you're gonna get paid by the end of the day. Week, let's say week, you're gonna get paid by the end of the week. Month, it might be the end of the month, but I am gonna pay you by the end of the month. Yeah? We've had silence, we've had promises it'll be sorted in a couple of days, and it's not. And so we find ourselves in a position where we've had no choice but to start court action. The next step has to be initiated. Kill him. Okay, we're not allowed to go that far apparently, otherwise I will be in court as a defendant, but we are awaiting a potential court date to, sort this out once and for all. And unfortunately, being someone who's always been a goody two-shoes and has never really been in a lot of trouble, I'm terrified. I'm scared that I will either go one of two ways. Either I'm going to find myself in a courtroom and I'm going to go, Your Honour, I swear, I wasn't even there. I don't know how it happened, but I was not involved. I've never harmed a living being. What are the charges against me? Or because in small claims court here in the UK you don't need a lawyer to represent you, so Leslie and I will be representing ourselves, I'm worried that I may go down this route. Your Honour, members of the jury, I put it to you that this defendant did knowingly decide to cheat a small business out of the money they are owed. Your Honour, I put it to you that this defendant is therefore an arse. Neither of which is probably good. I'm picturing the judge, sending me to prison for some reason. Is being annoying a crime? Is it? If it is, I'm in trouble. Emma, I find you guilty. Send her down. So yeah, I've been a bit too stressed to sit and write notes and plan a proper YouTube video this week because I'm too busy imagining my day in court. So I'm sorry, this is just a very quick catch up, and my moral of this story is if you use a small business for whatever service they provide, pay them! Because believe me, nobody who runs their own small business has the time or the flippin' mental capacity to have to take your ass to court. And yet here we are. I don't like people sometimes. Sometimes I think people were a massive mistake and we should just put dogs in charge. I bet dogs wouldn't do this to people. I bet dogs would just be like,
I owe you money, do I? Okay, I'll pay.
Because dogs are good. I'm gonna go and possibly cry and plan an outfit to wear for my day in court, which may or may not come, because who knows, maybe by the time this video goes live, the person who owes us the money will have suddenly gone, oh, I should probably pay them. It's been like, what, 5 months? That would be nice. Please do feel free to leave tips in the comments if you've ever had to take someone to small claims court. Let me know. How did it go? And, should I be terrified that I'm somehow going to end up in jail? I don't know why I'm scared about that, but I am. I'm a very odd person. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can click on my floaty head if you'd like to subscribe, and last week's video is over there. Take care of yourselves, pay for goods and services, and I will talk to you next week. Bye!